Hey everyone, welcome back to Keeping Up with the Chaldeans. I'm Anthony Toma, your host, and today we have Daniel and Dean Shikwana of the Shikwana Show. You might recognize them from TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, wherever they're posted, reposted, uploaded, sunshine, darkshine, daytime, nighttime. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me, man.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
super excited. We've been watching the show for a while, so excited to finally be here.
Cool.
What
do you guys want to talk about? Let's talk about some of the your favorite episodes or skits that you guys have done, and how they come about, and how the channel came about.
You want to go first, or?
Yeah, so we're mostly known for our like dancing videos.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I think two things are very popular with us: our dancing videos, and then like our skits that we do in Surat as well.
Okay.
So yeah, when we started out, these are just like videos we made with our cousins, just to show them like, hey guys, look at this. How absurd.
What was the first episode that you got? What first skit that you did with your cousins?
Oh wow. We just.
Wow. Oh wow.
That's a great question. We've been doing so many.
Especially since I'm like younger than like the rest of my cousins. So like when they first started doing it, I was I was really young.
Can you drink now? Can you drink today?
I can drink now, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm yeah.
Legally?
Legally, I can drink.
Excellent.
Something we used to love making fun of is, you know how in our culture with weddings, everyone gives the envelope and after the fact, you know, everyone's counting it and seeing how much money that each person gave them. So one of our the first skits that we put out is that moment when like someone gives you a little bit of money and then you go and fight them.
Yeah.
So stuff like that. That's stuff we would do with our cousins, and just to show how absurd our culture is. Because I mean, and a lot of at first, some people get offended, like, why are you making fun of Chaldeans like that? But for the most part, I feel like our culture is pretty.
Oh, people love it.
They're open-minded. They like it. You know, there's no problem with it. You know.
Those are just bored people, and
Yes.
I don't want to, point any of them out or whatever. And I don't know any of them by name, but those are just people that just really just want to say something to you, want to talk to you, want to get your attention, and want to be part of the conversation somehow, some way.
Yeah, for sure.
So that means you guys are doing a good job.
That's what for sure, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, we've had an overwhelming majority of people just be very receptive to our content.
For sure.
So we're thankful and for all the love we've received.
So you're on TikTok, and it's the Shikwana Show on TikTok is how people find it.
Right now, my account is Shikwana8, but we started as the Shikwana Show where we just started on Instagram. So on Instagram, a lot of different channels are reposting us, but we're going to start our own Shikwana Show just from popular demand because this started as a hobby.
What's going to be different from TikTok to
same stuff?
Does it need to be? It doesn't need to be, right? It just need to broaden the audience.
It's just because a lot of people don't have TikTok as well.
Yeah.
You know, some people some people just stick to Instagram, and that's why a lot of people know us from the repost. So we're like, it's a good thing to like start. So why not just start an Instagram page, and then people will see us, people will follow us. And there's a lot of people like that repost our videos. On the comments, they like request or like they give us more ideas. So now that we have our own account, we're gonna be able to read them like right away.
Yeah.
Instead of like trying to find them and people sending it to us, you know what I mean? So it's gonna be a lot easier.
So TikTok, there's no like back end communication messaging system or no?
You can message.
No, you can.
You can.
Okay.
Honestly, a majority of the friends we've made over the last year are from TikTok because it's just you build a community of everyone that's interested in what you love.
Yeah.
So we have so many friends around the world that we've met just because of TikTok.
Like Chaldeans, Assyrians?
Yeah.
No shit.
Absolutely. Yep. California, Arizona, Phoenix. There's so many in Europe.
People outside the U.S.
A majority of our followers are in Sydney, Australia. Shout out Sydney.
Yeah.
So there's a huge community over there, and you get to communicate with them.
That's very cool. There's some Tomas out there. So we're Qashamun, Shikwana, go back 500 years, and we were one family.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool, and it was we had I don't know if it was a gathering, reunion, what you want to call it, maybe a family tree introduction. That I forget his name, engineer.
Michael, David, something.
Mona's.
Mona had to teach us dad.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, David Hen.
Yeah. There we go.
Mona Hen. Yeah.
So he brought everyone together.
He brought everyone together, did a family tree, go dating back 500 years. and came to Shikwana and Qashamun, and we were all kind of gathered. I think it was on the east side, and we had a nice little dinner. And he actually got a lot of people on the FaceTime or Zoom or Skype, whatever it was back then. We're talking, this is old school. 10 years ago, it was on the Skype. He got people from Australia were on the phone with us. Do you remember?
Yeah, our diaspora is spread out very wide. I was super young when that happened.
You were?
But yeah, no, it's beautiful that we can trace our history back that far.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Most can't.
Most can't, yeah. For backstory, there was a priest named Khasha Shamun who was in Alqush. He's a Shikwana, and then he moved over to Telkepe.
Yep.
And he just went over there, started his family, and everyone from that lineage is originally a Shikwana. We're able to trace it back from there. So we're long lost cousins.
Yep. And for everyone scratching their head, thinking a priest went off and started a family, and it was common back in the day, right?
Back then it was different than what it is now.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Cool. So let's get back to the show. What are some of the funniest episodes that you
I can already name one.
that you shot that you did not air? Is there any like that?
Oh. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
A lot of the videos we make, we keep them like in the drafts, and because Daniel's the one that posts them out. So when he posts some videos, and I'm like, oh, I don't even remember making that.
Oh wow.
So there for sure is some, right? Like I'm assuming like there's a lot in the.
So at first we just did whatever we wanted, but since we've like garnered.
So when you say whatever you wanted, what does that mean?
So we just made fun of anything. We cuss all the time. We make fun of like hashisha because it's just the absurd aspects of our culture. But now that we have an audience of people are watching, especially kids, our parents would come to us and be like, "Hey, you guys are cussing a lot."
Yeah. Well, God bless you for cleaning that up.
And especially me because
It's important.
I teach catechism too.
Oh, good, my man.
The church, I don't want to make the church look bad. I don't want to,
bro, no?
There's a lot of people that have already recognized me from there. A few of them did have problems, so we try to like.
So towing the line of like, okay, like sometimes we need to add some spice in some cuss words to make it funny, but also refraining from anything that's. Crazy.
So the pool and the pushing and then the
music?
naming the fruit and stuff. Those are tough, man.
Those, yes.
Yeah.
Those are tough.
We were both born here.
Yeah.
So our surah isn't perfect.
That's great.
Whatsoever. But the whole point is like preserving the culture, preserving the language, because we've noticed, and it's sad, but a lot of people here in Michigan, they're losing. They're losing touch, and that's
been ongoing for many years. But a lot of us that get it are kind of trying to preserve it somehow, some way, which is a blessing to have guys like you that are kind of keeping the youth interested and piquing their interest in. Hey, that's a cool language. I want to. It's my language, their language. They want to know how to learn it too, and it's funny.
Yeah, and it's such a beautiful history to be proud of, and the underlying message of Shikwana is to just preserve your culture, but like with comedy. As kind of the
comedy is a crossover. It goes any age range and group and everything. It's comedy is a great way to bring people together, no question.
100%.
So what about other episodes that you want to shoot, like some ideas that you have out there that?
So we definitely want to start giving back. So like just like this podcast did, in like highlighting different businesses. So even doing like business spotlights of different Chaldean business owners, because we have such a big Chaldean audience, especially in this area. So just being able to show people, hey, this person exists. Go help their business out.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
And how do you help someone's business out? Let's talk about that.
So right now our TikTok account, it's nothing crazy. It's like 38,000 followers, but it's like a very diehard community.
Yeah.
And they want to support each other. So
38,000 focused and invested followers are greater than 150,000, 200,000 randoms, right?
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
And especially since it's kind of concentrated, right? Too. So go ahead, finish your thought about.
Yeah, so
38,000.
Just like these shirts we're wearing are from a brand, Ancient Original. We got this sent over from our friend Melinda. She asked us, hey, can you just make some videos with these shirts? That would be great. So we've helped so many brands do that.
Who is Melinda?
Melinda lives in California, and she's part of the Assyrian community over there, and she started this like streetwear brand.
Okay.
That's getting a lot of hype. And Dean, I don't know if you want to show.
I have there's like a nice design in the back on some of them.
Oh, very cool.
But yeah, there's.
Did you get that shot?
So it's bringing attention to just cool things our culture's doing, because we talked about how art is kind of looked down upon, or it's not highlighted in our culture. So finding ways to bring people's attention to that.
That's cool.
A frozen kebab
Frozen kebab
kitchen. They're called Abu Kubba.
Abu
Kubba, yeah, Abu Kubba, yeah. So they
There's a kubepta, like
the big
one.
exactly.
the big kubepta. They asked us, hey, can you make some videos with this? Where they just sent us one. We're like, let's figure this out. So we just thought of a funny way to make kebab funny.
Yeah.
So that's.
And we enjoyed it. It was delicious. So.
All right.
Because if we're highlighting someone's business just like in a regular, straightforward way, it's probably not going to get views on TikTok. But if we're doing, making it our own,
for sure.
People take kindly to that.
Very cool. Looking at his tattoo on his arm, I have I have an idea for you for a skit. It would be, that priest that talks like plain and no filters,
with a long beard.
With a long beard.
Mario Emanuel.
Yeah.
In Australia. Yeah.
I think you should do a skit on him, as him.
Oh, I don't know.
We try to.
I love that guy.
So we try to stay away from anything like religious, just to like not step in anyone's shoes.
I think you would crush it with that. Like that's it's.
I mean, all my tattoos do have meaning though. Like, most of them are religious.
Yeah.
Religious tattoos. So I feel like.
No, religion's good. And
And
it could actually be a positive message, and it could be funny, obviously. But I mean, you guys are a positive influence. You're not negative. You like you said, you teach catechism. It's a serious thing. What else do you guys want to talk about?
Just what we're kind of doing, I guess, to preserve the culture. I know. I guess I just wanted to have a message for the audience.
This
camera right here. Yeah. So August 7th was Assyrian Martyrs' Day.
Okay.
Are you familiar with like?
I'm not, but please
so
educate me.
That's the day we celebrate everyone who's died for our culture. Okay. So you've heard stories of people like Christians in the Middle East dying because they didn't convert, or they refused to like adapt to another, or they refused to become Arab. So right after World War I, when Assyrians wanted autonomy, Iraq didn't take kindly to that, and they went to a village called Samele, and they killed, I think, 6,000 Assyrians. So when that happened, a lot of people started to disassociate with like the Assyrian name, and they were like, okay. So when the Chaldeans came here, they wanted to kind of disassociate with Assyrians themselves, which is fine. But every time, I guess the message we want to give out, and a lot of people get angry that we try to bring unity, like Assyrians, Syriacs, and Chaldeans. But every time every time you kind of stray away from your culture, you're participating in the ethnic cleansing. Every time someone chooses to not do play an Assyrian song at their wedding, or they want to do something like an American way instead of an Assyrian way or a Chaldean way, you're basically saying, let's keep erasing
the culture.
Let's keep erasing the culture. So kind of the point of our and I know that's very serious and
very
dark.
deep, very deep, and very necessary.
But exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the end of the day is and we just want to help preserve the culture in any way we can.
Why do you think people want to disassociate? And it can't be going back, those thousands of years,
to be honest, I don't think it's that people want to disassociate. I think it's just that they're not realizing that they're doing it in the first place. You know what I mean?
Well, what if it's because they don't know the difference, or they're not educated on it,
and
they don't know that they're one and the same?
Well, that's what I mean. Like, not a lot of people are educated. They don't go to the history. They don't, read or see what we've seen.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, well, it's gone. It's gone. It's nothing that they can't do anything about it. It's not their fault. We're not blaming anybody.
Yeah, and it's common with every culture. Like Italians, a third generation Italian is not going to be anywhere near as Italian as a first generation. But I mean, with like Jewish people, Hebrew was a dead language up until when they started to bring it back, and they brought Israel
Really?
back. Yeah.
In the 70s, you're talking about?
No, we're talking about like the early 1900s, maybe even the late 1800s.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So when they started to bring Israel back, no one spoke Hebrew till they revived it. And we don't want our culture to have to do that where no one's speaking Sudath anymore. And then one day someone has to say like, oh, like what about this culture? We want to preserve it as long as we can because it's a beautiful history. And a lot of other cultures will try to tell us, oh no, you're Arab, oh you're Turkish, you're actually this, because they want to claim,
Of course.
our culture and what we have.
But so what's your answer to them?
To people who
say you're Arab or you're Turkish or you're...
we have our own unique separate language, separate history, and I think the big part is education. I mean, I've met Chaldeans here who will say, "Oh, I'm just Arab Christian."
Yeah.
When in reality, they're neglecting their Assyrian roots.
But isn't that like the dumbing down way to kind of explain it to somebody?
And that's the thing.
The easy answer. If like some
Christian,
random
Iraqi Christians. Like that's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah. Like if people are like, oh, what's Chaldean? I've never heard of that before. The go-to answer is, oh, we're just Iraqi Christian.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to sit there and explain for like 30 minutes the entire.
I
I sometimes throw in I speak the language of Jesus.
Right.
That helps a lot. But like, why does it have to be our problem that someone isn't like?
I don't think it's necessarily a problem. It's just it's a little bit of a burden to kind of help them and educate them and whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
True, but every time we say Iraqi Christian, that's a missed opportunity in educating someone new about our culture.
I agree.
Yeah.
But you don't want to do it on an individual basis. That could be taxing.
100%.
So start a TikTok show called Shikwana Show, and then do funny skits and get their attention, and then educate them.
Oh, it's almost like what we're doing right now.
Oh, no way! So cool.
Exactly, and a lot of people tell us that you guys would get so many more views if you started doing like Arab content, because in reality, there's so many more Arabs.
Oh, 100%.
People that
Did you
speak Arabic.
Arabic?
No, I mean our moms do, and we're around it.
Okay.
We could make skits in Arabic, no problem.
We have a lot of cousins that do speak Arabic, anyways.
Okay.
So
Use them. Make some money off of them. No,
I mean, the thing is, like he was just sorry to cut you off, but like, the Arabic audience, people that speak Arabic, it's a lot bigger than Assyrian, Chaldean.
Yeah.
It's worldwide. So
of course.
if we do make content in Arabic, we'll definitely get more followers, we'll definitely get more views. But the main purpose of us doing what we're doing right now is just to keep the Assyrian culture alive.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what's the point? Like, there's no point of us doing Arabic stuff because there's a million Arabic content creators and they're great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what's gonna separate us from them if we make the same kind of content that they make? You know what I mean?
And really, you're not really speaking to them. You're speaking to Assyrians, Chaldeans,
Exactly,
and
yeah.
Syriacs. That's what you want. That's the point of the show, right?
And I think our love, it translates. People can tell that how much we love our culture is genuine, because it's hard to be phony about it. It's hard to fake.
And the popularity of that My Big Fat Greek Wedding, like it related to our culture because they're kind of the same kind of grandma, grandpa living in the house and everybody kind of there's you fall down, you break your leg, and grandpa's spraying Windex on your ankle, and he's like, oh, that's gonna make it better. And we kind of, it was tea or coffee. Like, well, we'll just put some coffee on it, or some ashes or whatever. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Or if you feel sick, drink 7-Up.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
Yeah, make you feel better. Go outside and play. But yeah, stuff like that. What you do is still gonna translate, and other communities are gonna relate. The Italians, the Greeks, the Assyrians, the Chaldeans, the whatever other old school. They're watching you and they're digging it. They're relating.
A lot of Armenians as well.
Armenians. I meant to say Armenians too.
Yeah, and that's so funny because some of our top performing videos, we have one video about, we have this tradition where if you're laying down and someone steps over you, then it makes you shorter.
We do?
Do you know this? Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know if you heard
really?
this before. It's a
Yeah.
No.
superstition. So he made a video about how like you stay short if that happens, and everyone in the comments, oh, we do that too. Indians do that too. Jews
Oh,
do
no
that
shit.
too. And then the other one would be how remember back in the day you'd put a VCR in to look for a bride. Like if you're looking for a girl, you'd yeah. Mom, call her mom.
Bert Manila.
Manila.
So we made a video about that, and
That's awesome.
I thought it was just our thing, but apparently every culture used to put a VCR
Yeah.
in and be like, all right, call her mom.
So in the CFL, in the Chaldean Football League,
Okay.
you can dive for a first down. You can dive. You can jump for a ball. You can jump, but you can't jump over someone. And I think maybe that's why. Now I understand the rule.
You don't
want to make them shorter.
You don't want to make them shorter,
Yeah.
It's really funny.
That's legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're protecting our people.
Shout out Chaldean Football League.
Yeah, there you go.
Keeping our superstitions
Yeah,
in line.
in line. Yeah.
And you can't, and your cleats, you can't flip them over. They
Yeah.
gotta be.
Yeah.
Flat on the ground.
What other comedic skits do we want to talk about, or why don't you guys ad lib one?
Well, there's one that we did on Titanic.
Okay.
That's what, yeah.
That one
that
did.
was phenomenal.
That one did. So that one did really good. The funny
That
thing
was
is,
phenomenal.
the funny thing is though, it didn't get the most likes. Like we've had videos that did better, but every time somebody comes up to me, or I'm sure up to him as
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
the first video that they talk about is a Titanic.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah. So funny thing is, we decided to we tried to film it a couple days before. It didn't work. Like we just didn't. The chemistry wasn't there.
Vibe.
We weren't
Yeah,
feeling
yeah.
it. So when we filmed it, the actual day that we posted it, we knew that we knew something special was there.
No
Yeah.
shit.
So
We have a very funny family. Our cousins, like when it comes to like family reunions, we're like
Yeah.
the least funny people because
100%.
yeah, like
Really?
we're good at making like friends laugh, but when it comes to making our cousins laugh, we're like the bottom of the
Oh,
totem
boy.
pole.
Yeah.
So when we were kids, we'd always see our older cousins like Eric and Derek, Antonio Fernando.
Yeah,
Shout out guys. They made
Are
everybody
they
laugh.
Shikwanas also?
Yeah,
Well-
in one shape or form, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So when we started, we kind of emulated with how they made us laugh, and we brought it to everybody else. But then we put our own thing into it.
Yeah, of
Like our
course.
dance videos, that's all us.
Yeah, dancing has been like, to me personally, dancing videos are the ones that it's the most fun for me to film.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Okay.
that it's
And
just
that's another thing that's dying. If you go to Shenandoah on a Saturday, well, I mean,
yeah. I mean, I film. There's everybody mainly at Shenandoah only. They all go to the bar. They all go to the bar and
Well,
drink.
so that's kind of like the West and the East. The difference between East and West
Right, yeah.
is that the East have preserved our culture way better than the West have.
Right.
He said it, not me.
Yeah.
I mean it.
And it's sad to see. Like we'll go to these weddings and no one's participating. They're playing English. They're playing Celebrate. They're like, what are we doing? Like our culture's so beautiful, and we're letting it go, and we're participating in that like ethnic cleansing. And
Yeah.
I get it. Like it's more digestible for some people, but the impression it gives us is that you're looking at our culture and saying, oh, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, we
that's,
don't- yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
mountain people. I don't do that. I'm
I think it's just the fact that they don't know how to do it.
Right.
Could be,
Yeah.
could be, but we're
That's
doing
how we're
tutorials now, and we're trying to revive what's been lost. And I don't think it's too late at all because we're
Yeah.
getting a lot of traction.
Oh yeah, no,
For it.
it's not too late.
It's never too late. You know.
You know, with the reach we have today, this is a perfect time to get out there and educate.
Yeah.
Educate, teach, preserve.
I agree,
And
and
the dancing videos are, they do get a lot of good feedback from.
There should actually
So.
should actually
Yeah.
be instructional videos made. Whoever's an expert on all of the different dances, different line dances, they should put out an instructional video on how to do it. I mean, you have, this electronic. They go like this and they go like that. The electronic music, and they show you how to do the
dance tutorials. Yeah.
Yeah.
We partnered with Ashley Barno, who runs Suraya Dance. You
Yep.
should get her on. She teaches people how to do dances. So we just filmed a bunch of tutorials, and we're gonna start
Posting them
Oh,
soon.
kick
yeah,
ass.
popping them out. So.
Yep. She's great.
another
She's
That's
thing-
amazing. That's
She
great.
knows pretty much every dance that
She
you
does,
can think
huh?
of. And yeah, she's great. She gets a lot of people go to her to learn. Especially
Where do
for
they go to
for-
find her?
You can go on her Instagram. Her Instagram is her like main.
What's it? Do you know what it is?
Yeah, Soraya Dance.
Soraya Dance.
Soraya Dance. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah, like you can.
We'll put that in the description below.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, if any of you guys need to learn, go to Ashley. She's great. She knows what she's doing, and she's very patient as well. So she's not gonna
smack you around.
Yeah, so she knows what she's doing. She's been doing it for a long time. So
very cool.
Yeah, people have asked us to teach them, but we let people do what they're best at, and we point them in their direction. Like people asked us to like make shirts, but we're gonna let like actual designers make them, so we can like be wearing dope stuff and then
not us
and then promote. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we just stick to what we're good at, which is making funny content. And
what do you mean they ask you to make shirts?
Oh, like our own merch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's it doesn't really work. I mean, it's keeping up with the Chaldeans. I put out whatever, and it doesn't. It
doesn't do like what a lot of people think it would do.
Yeah, but like you said, you do what you're good at, right?
Exactly.
So let somebody else have fun and do their merch, and you promote their merch.
Exactly.
Sure.
Yeah.
So early on, you guys started putting this time and effort and energy into the show, the Shikwana show.
Yeah.
And you would promote people's products and services, right, and businesses.
Yep.
You said that there was no charge for that. Now you have a kind of a fee associated with that, or?
We're still playing around with it. I think our biggest goal right now is fundraising, because our culture, I mean, the only reason we blew up is because we've been highlighting how beautiful our culture is and showing how absurd it is. But it would be so selfish for us to just profit on our own and never give back to, the community, back home, back home.
But what's funny is you guys are giving back. Like just by what you're doing is giving back. But go ahead, finish your thought. I apologize.
No, you're good. I mean, we're very, very thankful, and I think we try to put God first for anything we do, and even though I know we cuss, but like we try to go.
You go to confession. You go to confession after you cuss. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we just want to give back. That's what we're like.
So you said fundraising. What kind of fundraising? What are you doing? What are you doing now? Like, or is it in the works?
It's definitely in the works.
Okay. Yeah, we're thinking of a lot of ideas every week, every day, pretty much.
Do you need help with any of that?
We could. I mean, we have such a big network and community, and I'm sure there's a whole community of Chaldeans, I think, who are want to activate. They want to do something special.
Absolutely. So, I like the activate. I like that word.
Yeah, absolutely. And like whether it's if we want to like put on a play like for the community just to fundraise, or there's so many different things that we can do. Put on haflat. Yeah. Put on a party and just do fundraisers. But we're partnered with like Assyrian Aid, Shama Foundation. Not like we haven't had any big donations yet, but those are like people we're connected with that we can.
Gotcha. Yeah. And that's what you're going to try to. What you're currently promoting or helping.
Yeah, whenever in any way we can, whether it's like promoting their event or.
So how can people help those two organizations that you just talked about?
Bringing awareness, donating money, donating time, attending their events.
Okay.
Whatever they can do.
I think the biggest thing, and I think what will open a lot of people's eyes, and this is what I'll be doing in April, is going back home, seeing how they live, and I think it'll help people be more connected with where they're from.
For sure.
100%.
And so you're going back, you said. What's your itinerary look like?
So I have.
You land into here and you go where? Then what are you going to do?
So most of us, when we go, we land in the Erbil airport, and then I'm Al Khushnaya, so I want to see Al Khush. That's like my first priority. But just seeing all of Nineveh, all of Assyria. So
well, it's gonna be in a group as well. So it's not like he's going by himself. It's going to be like in a whole group. They're going to fly them out.
There's an organization called Gishru. Yep. And we want to definitely spotlight them. They take young Assyrians, like in their 20s, to the homeland, kind of like how Jews have birthright. Yeah. And they, and just to show them the culture. And I think a lot of the Chaldeans here would benefit from it because we're stuck in a bubble in Michigan. We have our own. It's become our own little culture. So just to remember what,
the real thing, the real deal.
From what it looks like.
And it's gonna be tough. Like I'm used to how our bathrooms are here and stuff like that. But that's just something like you just put it all to the side, and when you go, just absorb it.
Gotcha.
Hopefully.
Yeah, for sure. Is there anything we didn't touch on or cover or highlight that you guys can think of?
I mean, a question for you. What do you think are the most absurd parts of our culture that you would like to see? I mean, like we dances, kind of how our women can be like materialistic, men with like hashisha, and like how like they'll take the easy way out. So that's like stuff we like.
Yeah.
Amongst many other things. But like just from your perspective, what would you like to see mocked?
I mean, it's got to be like grandmas, there's the way they just were.
Oh,
yeah,
like
yeah.
when they get up from the bed. Oh,
Yeah.
hit me up.
And the way just I know you're trying to get away from it, but just the cussing, like when somebody says like a 3 or 4 phrase cuss word that people haven't heard before, and they just, everybody's like, what the?
Yeah,
That's new. It's poetic.
Yeah.
It's an art. No, it is an art.
It's poetry.
all my friends that only speak like my American friends. My best way to describe it is in English you just cuss somebody out, but in Chaldean if you want to cuss somebody out, you cuss them, their mom, their sister, their grandma, their
Generations. Yeah. And even their religion.
Yeah, even their religion
Yeah.
to equal it out, and it's
Their activity, where they came from.
Yep. What they're wearing, everything about that person, we attack it.
They're
It's great.
everything that they do.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a funny thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically it for the what I'd like you guys to see you guys do.
Yeah. No, and that's what fuels us.
Yeah.
We love doing that. Is there any closing notes you had?
No, I mean, like I said, I appreciate you for like having us here.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Podcast is great. So.
Oh no, I was in one of these. But
Yeah, if you guys, like I said, whoever's watching this, thank you for watching it. First off.
Yep.
And
if you're a child, don't vape, because I know kids
no.
watch this.
yeah, don't
Babe,
vape.
no go.
Yeah, I've
Stay in school. Go to
Stay in
college,
school,
or,
yeah.
or like find a
find a good career.
good
Yeah.
career if college doesn't work out for you. But
Surround yourself with good people, and
Yep.
like I said, everybody that watches our videos on TikTok, Instagram, wherever, as long as you guys watch our stuff and think it's funny, we appreciate it. It means a lot.
and if you see us in public, don't be afraid or shy to ask for a picture, because we'll see people.
funny.
We were at
In the
Lululemon.
comments,
This girl's like this.
people in the comments. Oh, I saw you were here. I wanted to say hi. Why didn't you say hi?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
well,
not- we're
there's
not-
nothing to be.
we don't bite.
We really don't care.
See, for me, I just say hi to everybody. Like they're walking down the street, I just say hi.
Oh,
how
yeah,
you doing?
that-
What's
yeah.
up? What's up?
You're very
and they're
very
not
welcome.
even. They don't have to be anything. I just everybody.
I'm just a people person. I'm
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, like everybody, we just get a good vibe from people. So
Yeah.
as long as I know I got a good vibe from somebody, I'm gonna get along with you like that.
Cool.
So
So when you guys were doing you were trying to get him to do this, and I get the 2 construction workers when he's going like this to get the drill in, and then he goes like this to him, and he's like, and then he goes and hits him, and he goes, give me
I actually like
the
that.
damn drill.
I like that. That's good.
So we
can come up with
close.
an idea.
What's that?
We can come up with a video idea about someone like
Yeah,
that.
that'd be sweet. So, where can people send their ideas? Well, put your ideas for these gentlemen in the comments section.
In the comment section, literally in the comments, they can direct message us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're very easy to find.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it like that, but
Right. Yeah.
you know what I mean. Yeah, literally just on we read the comments, and we all, especially him, he like responds to every single comment, which is
Yeah.
great. So if you guys comment anything, we will read it 100%.
We
Yeah,
never
so,
take.
so don't blame him. Don't blame Dean.
Don't blame Dean. Yeah.
Blame Daniel.
I don't
Don't
blame
blame
Daniel,
me.
yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that reads the
Yeah.
comments. So I do too, but not as much as he does.
Yeah.
We just never take it for granted, and I'm so thankful because if someone told me a year ago this is where we'd be at,
Yes.
I would be like,
Yeah. Right.
yeah, shut up, bro. So yeah, I'm so grateful for everyone in our culture, and if they love us, that they probably love the culture.
Yep.
And I love to see it.
For sure.
Also, I want to know something real quick. I do
go
remember
ahead.
one of the first videos that we did make. It was the Bye Bye one. Remember when I was wearing the blue?
Yeah.
You told me we're gonna like make fun of like the Bye Bye song.
Yeah.
When right before you posted it, I'm like I'm really like, I wonder if it's gonna do good or if it's gonna do bad.
I remember this.
Part of me, I was like, Daniel, just don't even post it. It's
no.
We're gonna make ourselves look bad, and at the same time,
Yeah.
it's not gonna do good if somebody sees it and it doesn't do good. Like, but
That's
it did
the
amazing.
biggest mistake that a lot of people out there now are making, they're not posting it.
There's
And
a-
it's funny,
Yep.
and if you would have convinced yourself not to post it, it would have been.
We would not be here right now.
Yeah, it would have been. Oh, like you made it. Oh, you're on Keeping Up with the Chaldeans.
Yeah, right.
No, but just post it, man. You know.
Literally, anybody that's watching, sorry.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
please.
no.
That's what I was exactly what I was about
If
to say.
any of you guys are watching this and you guys want to like make content, you're scared of other people's opinions. We dress up as women. We literally don't. We make a fool out of
and
ourselves.
joke,
yeah.
And when people watch us and people come up to us, they love
Yeah.
interacting with us. And it's not like they're embarrassed. They're not. Literally just post and don't care about what other people think.
As
That's
long as
the-
you're not
that's
hurting
the-
anyone.
As
Yeah.
long as you're a good person, you're
Yeah.
not hurting anybody. Do you. Do
Yeah.
whatever you guys want to do. Don't worry about other people's opinions, and then you'll make it. For
Yeah,
sure.
the TikTok algorithm is beautiful because if you post something and it's bad, no one's gonna see it because it's bad. But
you
once
go.
something blows up, that means everyone liked it.
Yeah.
So it's literally a lose-lose.
Yeah.
Post.
Win-win. Oh,
Or
lose not
lose,
to post.
not to post.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
And learn from your mistakes. If you notice something, is working, hone in on it. If it's not working, drop it.
Yeah.
Don't make
Choose a
selfish
different
content.
niche.
Exactly.
Choose a different
yeah.
niche, and then you'll.
So
you'll do good.
TikTok is more of a instant notification. Like you're
Yeah.
gonna know one way or another whether it's great,
Exactly.
good content or bad content, or maybe not viewable content or whatever.
See, I know a lot of
deal is.
people like to bash TikTok about the app and what it represents now.
Yeah.
Especially like religion-wise. I know our religion is not too big into it. But one thing I can say about TikTok, it has helped a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
It has helped a lot
No
of people
doubt
become
about
like
it.
celebrities, influencers.
It's made some people.
It's
big
made
time.
a lot
Yeah.
of people. So that's why that's one thing I can't hate on TikTok for.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's controversial, whatever you want to say about it. But at the end of the day, you can't deny that the
Exactly.
success that it's given to a lot of people. So
Yeah, and just from a social media marketing standpoint, the TikTok algorithm is much easier to learn.
Right.
The Instagram has not figured it out. That's why we've stayed away from it because you don't know what's going to blow up and what's not. It's
Yeah, they just decide to
Do the reels.
put out whatever they
Yep.
want to put.
yeah.
on it.
So
even YouTube Shorts are doing somewhat good numbers.
Yeah.
We are thinking about doing YouTube as well,
Mm-hmm.
just posting it on there. But like I said, TikTok you can't compete with
Yeah.
Shorts or Reels, nothing like that.
Well, you want to dominate the space that you're actually in,
Yeah.
and you want to hone in like most of your attention on TikTok because that's where you were born.
Exactly.
Yep, exactly.
For sure. Yeah. Even like Snapchat now, they're doing like, you can post like Shorts or like Reels
Really?
now. I don't know if you knew that, but yeah, you can like, I don't know why every app is trying to copy it, but
Yeah.
nothing will beat TikTok. I don't
No,
think.
for sure.
Yeah.
So we end every show by asking, what does it mean to you to be Chaldean? So what does it mean to you to be Assyrians?
For me, I say Assyrian Chaldean. So like,
Yeah.
what it means for me is literally everything. Everything I do, me meeting other Chaldeans, other Assyrians, I automatically feel connected with them.
Yeah.
Just the culture. I feel like some people have said this on the show before. We're a very like family bonded like community. So like I just feel like we're family right away once I meet you.
yeah.
So we're just like you said, we speak the language of Jesus.
Yep. There you
So
go.
I feel very honored, very special, blessed to be Chaldean. So everything being Chaldean is just amazing. So
Yeah.
I love it.
What about you?
Yeah, just that worldwide connection. I can talk to someone in Australia, Europe, Iraq itself, wherever, Canada, and instant connection, instant family.
I agree.
And there's very few cultures that can say that.
Yeah.
And we're such a tight knit. I think there's only 4 million worldwide.
Wow.
And the way that we were able to make a connection,
Yeah.
we found out we're cousins.
Yeah, yeah.
That happens so much. Our music is so unique.
Yeah.
Our food.
Our everything, our history,
Mm-hmm.
and it's so important to not forget it. The villages are beautiful. I'm so excited to go. So there's so much to be proud about. Don't call yourself Arab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us. You guys are awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. Obviously, it's a beautiful thing, and it's laughter is medicine.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Comedy. Yeah. Entertainment. Period.
Entertainment.
Anything about entertainment.
Yep. Thanks,
sure.
guys. All right, we're signing off. Anthony Toma for Keeping Up with the Chaldeans and the Shikwana Show. follow them, find them, bless them, and don't vape.
There we go. There we go.
Take care.
That's good.